Markets are fairly quiet. We're a little bit lower across the board. As I speak to you right now, the Russell is down just below 1% from yesterday's settlement. The NASDAQ down about 0.4%. The Dow is down a little over 0.2%. And the S&P is down almost 0.2% as we await the FOMC words tomorrow, not the actions. The FOMC has a rate decision, and there is a very low probability that they move rates or honestly change quantitative tightening. They've been slightly doing that, but that's a completely different subject. But we are looking at their words to see if they try and correct the bullishness of the equity markets or if they leave it as is and continue to point toward their last pivot to easier rates. We have the JOLTS jobs opening numbers jump to 9.026 million, which is a slight bump from last month's 8.925 million, but much stronger than the forecast of 8.75. The quit rates fell as well. The Dallas's Fed Services Index was lower than expected, and overseas EU GDP, which was the number for the flash number for the fourth quarter, was slightly better than expected. All of this has rates continuing to fall. We got the 2-year up 3 basis points, but the 5-year, the 10-year, and the 30-year are all down between 2 and 7 basis points respectively, and the 2s10s inversion goes from -19 to -28. That causes gold to gap higher and be up about a third of 1% as I speak to you right now, with the dollar slightly lower. Saudi Aramco dropped its expansion plans last night, which means it's not going to expand the capacity to produce more than they already have. It's not a production cut, but it's enough to have crude oil up 0.7% or 0.7%. Huge earnings day today in terms of the market optimism momentum with Microsoft, Alphabet, and AMD. Looking ahead, earnings after the close today, we get 30 companies with market caps over $1 billion. In addition to the ones I mentioned, we get Skyworks and Teledyne, both semiconductor stocks, Electric Arts, medical devices giant Stryker Corp, Starbucks, Mondelez, Chubb Insurance, Canadian Pacific Railway, and Robert Half, which is a staffing company. Tomorrow before the open, 33 more companies with $1 billion in market cap, including $1 billion or more really, including Novo Nordisk, Thermo Fisher Scientific, Boston Scientific, Boeing, Old Dominion Railways, MasterCard, Phillips 66, and Rockwell Automation. In terms of data, tonight we get PMI figures in China. Watch that for a move in metals overnight. Tomorrow, German unemployment data, inflation data, US ADP employment report, and that FOMC rate decision.